Cousin Brucie on his way in right here. Requests are open now. The phone lines are open now. 212-219-9695. It's Teddy Smith. Ralph Romeo will be in for me at 8 o'clock. Happy Memorial Day weekend, folks. Okay, hi, everybody. Let's go to Cousin Brucie. Here we go. From New York City, live with us on the show. It's a great...
That's right.
It's a great privilege to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Teddy. First of all, Teddy, let me wish you a congratulations from your cousin Brucie and all of our friends that listen to you and to me. 4 years, that's very nice. Congratulations, and I hope you can have a great celebration.
Well, I hope we can make it to as many years as you have. How many years have you been in this business now? 65 years?
Going to Howard Stern. My first broadcast was done when Guglielmo Marconi turned his radio on.
Well, that's
I wanted to do this. So, I tell you, we'll leave it this way, a long time. A wonderful long time.
As they say, you've seen them come and go and come back.
Yeah. Well, where really did I go? I've always been doing something because even when I worked at more radio stations, and that was, it lasted for a while, and I built up my radio company and sold it very happily, and I've never really been off the air.
Exactly. Yeah, well, how do you find it different in terms of XM satellite versus terrestrial radio? What's one significant factor you see?
Very different. Right now, I have complete freedom, which I assume you do too. I hope you do. To do what I want, say what I want, play what I want. And what I like about the digital world is that you have such quick access to anything, anywhere, any place that you want. Terrestrial radio, we all have our places. I never will put down some of the greatest years I had in radio, which are on the ground. But now, at this tender age of mine, I'm flying on a satellite and I'm loving it. Reaching people, Teddy, what I love is that, when I was on CBS FM and ABC, we reached millions of people. But now it's mega millions. We're dealing with the whole nation, Canada, this whole hemisphere. I'll tell you a funny story. When I go over here, invariably I'll get somebody gets on here. He's in somewhere in the Black Hills of North Dakota. And he'll say to me, "Holy cow, you're still alive." Because what happened when he reads that out is that, and I'm being nasty, and this happens all the time, and they moved away from New York City, say, 20 years ago. And, they didn't have any communication with New York radio or with any radio, and here suddenly the satellite service comes in, and now they hear their old friend. So that's invariably, I say, "You're still alive, I'm so happy."
Cousin Brucie, is there anything that people should know about you or may not know about you already?
No, I think today in the internet age, people know everything, or they think they know everything. I always love, I look at certain websites sometimes, and invariably they'll have wrong information, like what college I went to, my age, how long my toenails are. There's always something in it. But people like information. And that's why when people say to me, "Hey, how old are you?" I always say, "Go on the internet, figure it out." Because I know on the internet there's about 5 different ages.
What do you
Let me tell you, middle ages, I feel great. I feel terrific. I have great energy. I love what I do, and I look forward every day to go over here.
You're still doing work with those children's foundations?
Well, no, what I did, that's Variety Children's Charity. I was president of that time to give it a shot, give it a change. And I'm working now. I work with World Hunger Year, and I work with charities as they come, if I believe in them. And generally, of course, children's charities interest me the most.
And what do you miss most about 66 WNBC or Music Radio WABC?
Oh, probably the people. Probably the people, that's about it. Because as far as the art part is concerned, which was very good, we had a good time there at CBS FM and WNBC and ABC. It was great years, so I miss the people. I miss the experience, but that nobody can ever take away from me. But where I did, I graduated to what I'm doing today, and as I told you, I'm really literally having the best time I've ever had on the air.
You have another book coming out soon that I can promote on the air?
Well, we'll let you know. You'll be one of the first. There were 3 books now. There was the original autobiography that I did with a poet whose name is Laura Baudo, who's a dear friend. And then I did the first book of the series, Doo-Wop. And then the next one, Rock and Roll. And they're both doing very well. Now they're in paperback. And I am now in the discussion period with somebody to do another book. But we'll see. Because I'll tell you, Daddy, it takes a year of your life. And very honestly, I don't know if you can believe this because I can't. I don't know if I have the time.
I understand.
You're sitting down and doing the book for a year.
How about standing up when you're walking up there in upstate New York?
Yeah, that we can do. Maybe hook a recorder, a digital recorder on me while I'm talking or shopping or something. No, but it's. I love my life, and I don't want to complicate it anymore. I want to really be able to talk to guys like you, do my television, and do my Sirius XM shows. And then I have an event coming up on the 21st of June. This is what I love. You know, I've always loved to be with people. I love my audience. I love people. And I'm doing the second reunion for my Cousin Brucie Palisades Park show.
Yeah, that's great. I hope to be there for that one.
Well, I hope you will. And make sure you come over to me because we expect a lot of people. And it's going to be at the Meadowlands, the State Fair at Meadowlands, and the 21st is Saturday. And there is a live show, but we also broadcasting it live. Can I tell you who's going to be on it?
Please do. Yeah.
And we announced it last night, matter of fact, for the first time. We have Neil Sedaka.
Wow, what a guest, huh?
With concert piano. He's going to be doing quite a thing. We have the great Chubby Checker.
Oh, well, I'm going to twist and shout, eh?
And we have then we have Larry Chance and the Earls, the 1910 Fruit Company. We have the Ripcords. We have the Del Saddles, and who knows how many more. And there'll be thousands of people. And we're all going to sing. I'm trying to do get a Guinness World Book of Records made with the most people ever singing Palisades Amusement Park. Remember that song?
Oh, I remember it well. But we're going to do Simon Says in the studio with Frank Jekyll.
Oh, good. And we're going to do Simon Says because we have the 1910 Fruit Company, and I'm going to try to do another world record of the biggest Simon Says live audience ever. And that'll be at that Palisades Park thing. So, so this is what I'm working on today. That's why I'm very excited and happy. And then there's always events coming up where I can be with my audience.
How do you like working out every day? You enjoy your walks and your running and jogging?
Oh, yeah, I'm working all the time. Make sure the knees are decent. The hips stay well and the back stays good. Well, Jody and I do hiking. We like to hike. So we have a home upstate, and that's when we do a lot of hiking.
Yeah.
Look, we're typical New Yorkers. We walk everywhere.
Right.
I try not to take taxis or anything when I can help it. But upstate, we do a lot of hiking. There's a lot of trails there. And this is how we keep healthy and spry.
Any other great events coming up that you can think of over the summer besides the Palisades event? The Palisades.
That's the only one. That's the one I'm really concentrating on right now. Then, of course, there'll probably be San Gennaro again in September. And who knows? We're thinking about maybe going back to Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So there's always something on the agenda.
Could you go ahead, I know a lot of people probably asked you this already, but is it possible you could give us a little brief Beatles story when they came over, and then you could take it from there?
Sure. I'll give you a little Beatles. Well, when we first met them, the first time I really spoke to them here in the city was when they were on the car they were coming in from Idlewild, and they got on a mobile-type phone in those days, which were very ancient compared to what we have today. There was no smartphones or anything. And that's why they play all the time. Hi, this is Joe, this is Paul, this is George, this is Ringo. We love Cousin Brucie. And then we were waiting to go on stage, and Lennon said to me, "Cousin," as he used to call me, "Cousin, Brucie, cousin, is this dangerous? Is this going to be serious?" And I said, "No." I said, "John," and Paul said, "Listen to them, listen to them." I said, "That's it. You know what it is?" I said, "It's in New York, that's love. They love you, and they just want to share space with you." So the guys were very nervous before showtime. And then when we went up on the stage to introduce it, Sullivan was in front of me. We were walking up there about, I think it was about home plate. They had a little, I call it a scaffolding. And we were walking up with the noise. And Ed Sullivan, who was kind of a stiff, he was, very square. He was very nervous, which is kind of funny. He had one of the top-rated shows in history at that time on television. Millions of people, and yet he was here at Chase Stadium with 65,000 kids.
Right.
And he was scared stiff. So he walks down the stairs, and this is the story I'll tell you, and he turns around to me and says, "Hey, Cousin Brucie, is this going to be safe?" And I looked at him, and I said, and his eyes were bulging, and I said, "This is it. I'm going to get him." I always wanted to get him somewhere. I don't know why, but I wanted to give him a little loogie, maybe go turn for a little shot. And I said, "Yes, it is. And it's going to be a little dangerous up there." He walked another step, and he turned around, and he said, "What do we do?" And I looked at him, or he looked at him, and I said, "Ed, pray." And he said, "Pray." And then we walked up on stage, and of course that night the postscript is nobody got hurt. There was a lot of noise, and everything was great. Nobody really heard the Beatles too much, except if you heard the movie, the TV thing afterwards, because they were mic'd. But in the stands, you couldn't hear a thing. You couldn't hear a thing. But it was safe, and it was wonderful. And it was just an expression of love. There was an amazing pressure of energy in the stadium that day. I wish the stadium had that much energy today.
I wish it did too. Well, anyway, Teddy Smith with Cousin Bruce tomorrow. Cousin Brucie, right here on, I was going to say CBS FM, but this is WPAT in New York City. And it's a privilege to have you as part of our 4th annual Radio Reunion Anniversary Party right here.
My pleasure. And Teddy, listen, you get the guests. I really appreciate you saying hi, and I love talking to your audience, and I wish you only continued success and the best.
Thank you. You too, Cousin Brucie, and the best to Jody. And look forward to seeing you at your great event. I look forward to seeing Brian D. Nicola, too, with Tony D.
Well, very good people. Good people.
Great people. Have a wonderful afternoon. We're here live with Cousin Bruce.
Here's a solid goal.